don't all have time to go to the gym for an hour. We don't all have weights to lift. We don't all have gym equipment at the house. We don't all have the ability to hire a personal trainer or buy meal preps. We don't all have the ability to have childcare so that we can work out wherever. We don't have time to go on a scheduled walk. It's not always the ideal weather to go out and walk. Some of us live in a cold climate and we get sick. We have children who get sick. Here's what you're going to do. Starting today, you're going to move your body, okay? Whether it's cleaning your house. Did you know that 20 to 40 minutes a day of cleaning, vacuuming, cleaning the floor, tidying up, dusting burns 700 to 1,000 calories at least, okay? We're going to lift things that are heavy. If you don't have weights, lift your laundry. You're done with your laundry, pick up the basket, do 10 squats right there. Try to challenge yourself. Turn it into 15 next time. Turn it into 20 squats next time. Oh my God, it's so hot in my car right now and I'm in a sweatshirt. Anyway, so you're going to lift things. You have a child that you can lift. You're going to lift them up and you're going to dance with that child. You're going to move your legs. You're going to have dance parties with your kids. You're going to move your body. You are ordering your groceries to be delivered to your house. Unless it's an absolute emergency, don't do that. You got kids, take your kids in the real world. Put them in that shopping cart. Teach them to hold your hand and hold the cart. Put them on a leash. I don't know what you got to do. Go for a walk. A walk in the grocery store, it's almost as good as a walk outside. No one said you had to go out in the nature. If you're not that type of person, it's okay. It's not going to happen. You like TJ Maxx? Go walk in TJ Maxx. Buy one thing. Put yourself on a budget. You're on a financial budget. Walk. Move your body, okay? From today on, you're going to move your body. You don't need a personal trainer. You don't need a gym. You don't need a meal prep. You don't need that. You just need your body to lift things, lift your own body weight, and move your body. Starting today, try to take that small change and turn it into reality, and you will see results. Anything that you stay consistent with, that you do on a daily basis. And who doesn't love a clean home? You have never seen an overweight cleaning lady, right? Because they move their body. It's a highly physical job to clean your house. Clean your house, clean your car, clean whatever, clean the backyard. Bye.
A question I frequently get asked is, how do you maintain being skinny once you've lost the weight? And guys, I feel like maintaining a weight loss journey is so much more complicated and more difficult than actually getting skinny, because when you decide to lose the weight and go through that journey to be healthy and to be skinny, you might have a timeline in place, okay? You have a goal, you have a timeline. It might take you a few months, it might take you a few years, but eventually you will reach your target, your goal weight, okay? But maintaining skinniness is very, very difficult because it's for the rest of your life. And that's why weight loss needs to be a lifestyle change. And that's why I don't believe in all these crash diets and shit that people are doing online, because at the end of the day, are you going to crash diet for the rest of your life? It's not sustainable and it's not long lasting. So you need to make healthier lifestyle changes, okay? And you need to also maintain those same habits that you've built throughout the rest of your life to maintain a weight loss journey, especially if you've been overweight before, guys. I feel like if you've been overweight before, it's so much more harder to maintain a weight loss journey because you know what you need to do to get to that weight, like to your old weight. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not like if you've been skinny your whole life. If you've been skinny, you don't know what fat feels like. You don't even know how to get there. But if you've been fat before, you can definitely get fat again if you don't make the right choices, guys. So literally maintaining the calorie deficit, you know, making sure that you're mindful of what you're eating smaller portions, continuing to be active in your day-to-day life is very important. Because guys, if you go back to being a couch potato and eating fast food and sugary stuff every single day, then guess what? You're going to just gain the weight back. You're going to gain the weight back.
And please be aware that when skinny people tell you they eat everything, their everything is not your everything. Because your everything is like take out 2 times a day. Their everything is like healthy meals 80% of the time. Sure, if they go out, they might have a bite with their friends. They might eat what they are eating. But do you think they're coming home eating McDonald's? Do you think they're coming home eating Wingstop? They're not doing that. They're everything to them. When they're telling you that they eat everything, to them it's like they're eating everything, but their diet is completely different from what you're eating. And this is a reminder to my old self as well. They're not ordering takeout every week. they're just not doing that because they just don't crave that. And you'll notice once you start losing weight that you don't crave those food as much. It's just you being used to ordering them that it's just making you want to eat them so much. But once you stop for a few months and it becomes a habit, those cravings you might just get once in a while. So please be aware that when skinny people, they're telling you they eat everything, they don't eat everything. Their version of everything is not your version of everything. Please be aware.
Want to be skinny, you need to take it slow. And when I say take it slow, I mean you are not doing everything all at once, because that's overwhelming, and you've done that in the past, because I have too. And you've done it in the past, and then you're sitting here, you're doing it for like 2 weeks, and then you fall off the wagon. And then you either gain the weight back that you lost, or maybe you gain more. Like in my case, I've done that in the past. And it's really debilitating, and it's really frustrating, and it's just like, it almost like crushes your spirit. People who run marathons don't just run the whole marathon the first day. They slowly build up to it. And the same thing goes for weight loss. Stop thinking that you're going to do everything day one. Take it in phases. Phase 1, start walking. Just start walking. Don't even start counting your calories or nothing. Start walking. You'll instantly feel better. Then you're going to start portioning out your stuff. Stop snacking. Stop the useless snacking. Just eat 3 whole meals a day. Then from there, maybe fine-tune your calorie deficit. Maybe just limit to whole foods. And like me, I started doing Pilates and solid core like a year after I started losing. Okay, I lost majority of my weight while I was just walking and just watching what I was eating. I took everything in phases to lose 115 pounds, and now I'm the happiest, healthiest version of myself.
Some things I notice thin people do. If you are not having the time to eat, it's happening a lot less. Eating a satisfying meal in that moment when they get a chance to eat, feel satisfied, and move on. Fullness might even be uncomfortable. It's like their stomach is hurting, they don't like that discomfort. Baseline feeling is more empty than feeling full because of the natural instinct of their habits. To be feeling overly full is uncomfortable, and they wouldn't do that to themselves because they don't like that feeling. It can just be genetic, which definitely is a thing too. If you take anything away from this video, eat when you're hungry, not too overly full. Choose the food that you like and be bratty with the ones that you don't. You don't need to eat everything just because it's there.
Everybody wants to be snatched. Everybody wants to be tight, toned, lean, strong, sexy, but nobody talks about these sacrifices it takes to get there. So here are the things I've personally sacrificed in my lifestyle, in my day-to-day life, my habits, my routines, my mind, to get skinny and snatched. Number 1, a lot of you ladies are not gonna like this one. I know a lot of us love to do it, and it's the late night snacking. I completely sacrificed and destroyed my habit of late night snacking. I close the kitchen at 7:30 or 8 p.m. at least 3 to 4 hours before I go to sleep. Kitchen closes, never bloated again. Much better sleep, deeper sleep, longer sleep, better dreams, better body. I also had to sacrifice a little bit of my social life. Truly, when you start losing the weight, getting really healthy, really invested in yourself, that's what I love about this journey. It makes you fully invest in yourself over everything else, which is probably the only time a lot of us women do that. Drinking is something I've really had to sacrifice. I love drinking. I love my tequila and my margaritas, but this is my 3rd time or 4th time this year doing 30 days without any alcohol. So it's hard to go out to all these events, all these parties, and not drink. Instead of saying yes to the events, I'm saying yes to myself. Yes to my dream body and my goals and my health. This is a big one and very difficult, but I had to sacrifice the victim mentality. I think a lot of us fall victim to the victim mentality. We use it to make a lot of excuses. We use it as a crutch for our excuses. It's not my metabolism. It's not because my body's just built different because of how my life is. No, I'm in full control. I create my body. I create my routines and my habits and my mindset. I have full responsibility, and that was a big shift for me. I had to sacrifice being comfortable. I had to completely sacrifice being comfortable. We all love to be comfortable, and that is why so many people struggle to lose the weight. Having a little bit of hunger or a little bit of cravings or moving their body when they really don't want to is very hard for people because they cannot stomach being uncomfortable. There is no growth in comfort. Average people make excuses. Excuses make you average. You need to reach further than that. I've had to sacrifice my desire to fit in. I guess. Like, I was very weak to peer pressure for a very long time. And now whenever I go out and everyone's drinking, Emily, are you drinking? And I'm like, no. And they're like, what? Oh my God, come on, you gotta drink. I had to learn how to really stand on business. I can't believe I just said that. I had to learn how to stand on business. I promised myself I'm gonna be healthy. I'm gonna do what serves me best, and this doesn't. So I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna care what anybody else thinks, what anybody else wants. I'm gonna do what I want. Or if everybody ordered dessert and they're like, Emily, come on, you're not gonna even have a bite of it. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And that's that.
Skinny is a lifestyle, okay? Skinny isn't a weight. You never be like, skinny is below this weight. Skinny is this size. No, skinny is a mindset and how you feel. Being thin and being slim is fun if you do it the correct, attainable way. People love to portray being skinny as this like restrictive thing, but no, some people think being skinny, you can't have fun. Oh no, she must eat salad or she must eat air. No, babe, that's so far from the truth. I eat truffle fries on occasion. I have a cocktail on occasion. The difference is now I know how to enjoy food without overeating or without overdoing. Like, yes, I'll have a slice of pizza, but I'm not eating the whole box. Balance is sexy, okay? Honestly, being skinny isn't about restriction, it's about freedom. Freedom to eat, drink, anything and everything in moderation without obsessing over every single little thing that you're putting in your mouth. And let's be real, life is way more fun when you aren't bloated and miserable.
To the people who want to lose weight, but they see, oh, I can never eat that little food, or that's just so like little amount. I could never eat that little. First of all, it's not that little. Second of all, why are you so used to being so uncomfortably stuffed all the time? Like, why is that your norm? What is the emotional trigger or trigger in general that's pushing you to overeat to the point where you have to be so full, so stuffed at all times? To get leaner, skinny, get your dream body, lose the weight, you can still have what you want to have. You're just not going to have all of it. You're not going to be stuffing yourself to the absolute max and you're uncomfortably full. You shouldn't be uncomfortably full all the time. That's really not great for you. Ask yourself that, because if you're like, oh, I can never eat that little, because I see a lot of those videos, ask yourself, why do I want to be so overly stuffed to the point of sickness? Start there.
So when I'm hungry and I'm in the mood for like something sweet and something quick, instead of going in my kids' pantry and invading all of the sugar and unhealthy stuff, I always have yogurts, plain yogurts in the refrigerator. Remember, stay away from the artificial flavoring stuff. If you can, go for a Greek plain style yogurt. So I'm dairy free. Unfortunately, there's not many options. A lot of the non-dairy yogurts are watery, except for this one. Kalina is a brand I've never heard of until I saw it at Costco the other day, and now I'm seeing it everywhere. So maybe it was always there and I just never noticed it. The Costco one has the regular plain one with no flavor, and it's Greek style yogurt. This one that I found at one of the stores, I think it was Sprouts, is a 10-gram protein grass-fed collagen unsweetened plain, which is amazing. Has collagen in it, has protein. It's super thick. Look, it's not watery like the other yogurts that you get, which is a plus for me. I took my girls' blueberries that they didn't eat, and we're gonna add a bunch of blueberries in there. That's what we're gonna do, right? Because we want, don't be afraid of blueberries. Don't be afraid of that type of sugar, you know? If you're gonna be afraid of sugar, be afraid of the bad sugar. I've never heard of people binging and going overboard with veggies and fruit. Like, just do you guys. I'm always gonna add my Purely Elizabeth because I freaking love this. Look how massive this is. You get this one at Costco for $10.99. Do you know how much the small one is at Whole Food? $10. A small one like this big, half the size. Can't go wrong. So I literally just get a handful and I throw it in. Okay, that is your sweetener. It's granola, it's healthy. Get a good one with clean ingredients, okay? This is things you need to be mindful of and look out for. If you want to be on your skinny girl era journey, clean girl journey, you need to look out for certain things. You can't just grab any granola that you see because not all are good. Read the back. Make sure that the stuff in the back, you may pay a little bit more, and that's okay. But what are you gonna do? The good stuff seems to be expensive, but I always make sure that I opt for. It's like a couple of dollars more, but it's worth it. Along with the blueberries and the granola, I'm gonna add two things. I'm gonna add my flax. This is the organic meal, the flax seeds, and then I'm gonna do the hemp hearts because it's a little bit more protein. So I'm literally just gonna sprinkle that on. Sprinkle the hemp seeds, sprinkle. So this is the end. It doesn't look so aesthetically pretty. I mixed it because I like it mixed. I might add some raspberries to this just for that like tartness, but this is so thick and so filling and satisfying that you're gonna feel like you ate something sweet. You're not gonna go and binge in your kids' pantry because you ate something that's satisfying. Look at these beautiful raspberries that I got from Costco today. So I'm just gonna add probably about 4, maybe 6. I love raspberries, you guys. Okay, so I want a little bit of raspberry, blueberry, like that tartness. So good, so satisfying, filling, and not unhealthy. So I didn't think that was sweet enough, so just to come back to show you what I added the SoCal Raw Unfiltered Honey just to make it a little bit more sweeter because that's the kind of treat that I wanted. I wanted something a little bit more sweeter, and that was to me a little bit more tart, and that wouldn't have been satisfying where I would have probably reached for something sweet after. So I just drizzled some honey on top, and it's a lot better now. It's a lot sweeter, and it's exactly what I was craving. It was a little too tart before, so I didn't want anything tart. I just wanted it kind of sweet. Now it's perfect.
Skinny Girl Habit of the Day, episode 7. The biggest difference between skinny girls and everyone else is that being skinny, being really healthy and health conscious, eating really clean foods, home cooked meals, nutritious meals, moving their bodies every day, being very active, that is their lifestyle. They made it a lifestyle, they made it a mentality, they made it part of their identity. A big mistake a lot of people make when wanting to lose the weight, when they want to get skinny, when they want to get slim, is viewing it as a certain amount of time they need to be doing it for, when that's not the case at all. Let's say someone wants to diet and work out for 2 months and they'll hit their goal weight. Sure, they'll do that. But if they revert back to who they were before, their bad habits, their eating habits, their exercise habits, their body is going to go back to who they were before. That is why weight loss is a habit development journey. It really is. There are things that you need to develop, habits you need to really solidify, and permanent changes you need to make. You need to make it a lifestyle and mentally accept that and embrace that mentality. That is how you'll get skinny and stay skinny forever. A rule of thumb that really helped me, that I could not have done this without, is when you're planning your weight loss journey, the habits and the steps you're going to take to get to your dream body, imagine yourself doing that for the rest of your life. And if that seems impossible, if it seems miserable, then you are doing too much. I love you, and I believe in you.